Salam guys, so child permitting, I wanted to talk about something really fast that I've never actually heard anybody else talk about before in relation to their modesty journey. Okay, she just dumped the trash everywhere. But it's something that I've felt very alone in, so I wanted to talk about it publicly to see if anybody else has dealt with the same thing and maybe any solutions that you have found in how to go about dealing with it. So I feel like I've had quite a unique modesty journey in the fact that modesty is not one of the things that I've personally struggled with too much in terms of my journey. In fact, it's probably the easiest, if not one of the most easy parts of my journey. I've never struggled with the switch to modesty. I haven't had any problem with it. I never really wore makeup before I converted. So things like that were not a big change in my life, I guess. However, so basically when I first converted, I put on the hijab pretty much right away. I waited until I left my family because I wasn't able to put it on when I was with them. And then basically when I got to the airport, when they dropped me off and I was on my way back to the UK, I put on the hijab in an airport bathroom. And I've never taken it off since, alhamdulillah. Anyways, so right away from the beginning, I kind of jumped straight in with hijab. Wasn't a problem for me. Hold on. And then before getting back to uni, I had emailed the Islamic Society basically saying, hey, can you put me in touch with, I guess, the sisters so I could meet some people when I got back to university and kind of jump straight into the community so that I wasn't left kind of in my old non-Muslim community and I could just integrate immediately because I didn't know any Muslims from before I became Muslim. So they got me in touch with them, and basically the sisters that I ended up kind of befriending and joining their friend group in university, they all wore hijab and abaya. So it was very easy for me to also wear abaya, and it was very normal. I didn't feel weird doing it, and basically what I wore every single day in university was a black abaya and just a hijab, whatever color hijab. And I know you don't have to wear black, but it was just the easiest for me because I didn't have to think about it, and I just bought 2 or 3 black abayas and just wore them on rotation, and that was from the beginning. So I jumped straight into abaya. Sorry, she's just playing here, 1 second. Anyway, so yeah, I was wearing abaya and hijab basically from the beginning, and then the thing that kind of knocked me off course and has ever since knocked me off course is nursing my children. So obviously when you're nursing, you need to wear clothes that are accessible to be able to nurse your baby in public. And obviously you're not necessarily wearing an abaya at home, so it doesn't matter what you're wearing at home. But obviously in public, then you need to be wearing something that is accessible. And I have just not found the right combination of outfit clothing to wear that fits all my criteria. So there's nursing-friendly abayas that you can find, but a lot of them are cheap or synthetic materials, polyester, things like that, which is I try to avoid for the most part. I like to wear linens and cottons and things like that. The skirt and top combo does not work for me because that's a lot of matching that you have to think about, and you would have to have a lot of skirts and a lot of tops. And because I was only wearing, oh my goodness, seriously? Anyways, because I was only wearing abayas basically before, that was pretty much all that I had. So I would have to buy a whole new wardrobe if I was wearing skirts and tops, because you need skirts and tops and different ones to mix and match. And even if you have all neutral clothing, neutral colors are not necessarily, they don't all match because you have warm toned and cool toned. So it's just a lot of changing of things. I had to have pregnancy clothes that fit a belly, and that's different from what you need when you're nursing. So it just felt like a lot of changes in wardrobe that I just don't have the money to do that. So it's I've yet to find the right solution. And I have found some nursing-friendly abayas that are really nice and do meet my criteria as far as the nice natural materials and the fit that I'm looking for. But then they're really expensive, which is fine. I'm not saying that they're not fairly priced for what they are. But again, it's just not something that's in my budget right now to buy a whole new wardrobe. So I have a few. But again, it's not, then you have winter and summer, and that requires different things. And it's just I feel it's so complicated. Because the thing with me, when I struggle with modesty, it comes down to, I'm having to think of my outfit needs to tick so many boxes in order to be able to wear it out that I end up just rushing and putting on whatever. And so the easy thing does become like jeans. And even though I'm not wearing like fitted jeans, they're like loose, baggy mom jeans with like a long knee length top. That's still not the ideal that I would want to be wearing personally. But when you're in a rush, that's the thing that's easiest to grab. So I just want to have everything ready and like know what works. And I just haven't got there yet, because when it's like, abaya is so easy and it's so nice that it's so easy. So like I'm just at the point now where I'm just like waiting to be done having children and like nursing children so that I can just go back to wearing all normal abayas and not have to think about what I'm wearing. Also, the other thing, I know a lot of women will wear like himar with like a skirt. I don't know if that's jilbab, I think that the difference is that jilbab has the sleeves attached, whereas himar does not. Anyway, I don't know how you guys are going out wearing those with your children, because my children are grabby, and if they pull me on this, everything is coming off. So I can't even wear this in public because she will yank it off my head. And if I'm wearing a normal like hijab and they just like flip it off of one, if she just like pulls it off of one shoulder, that's fine. It's easy to fix. I'm not getting fully exposed, right? But if she were to yank I'm just not comfortable enough to wear this in public and trust that she's not going to pull it off my head. Same with like a full length jilbab. Like, how do you go about doing that? I really don't understand. Anyway, I have yet to find the solution. I feel like it's only super doable if you have money. And I know that's not true, but that's what it feels like a lot of the time. If you have like the money to just spend on new wardrobes that like accommodate to your needs type thing. I know there's quite a few like abaya companies that will sew in zippers for you on your abayas. You can pay like an extra fee to like custom make them. Hold on. Anyway, yeah, point being, it's rough out here for moms, and I've never heard anyone talk about it before. But yeah, that's really the thing that has like stunted me on my modesty journey, because it's like I want to dress a particular way, but I feel like I can't in terms of like needing to feed my child. Anyway, she's almost 1, but I've fed all my children until they are 2. So I've still got a year basically until I can wear whatever I want. Yeah, it's tough. So let me know if you've struggled with the same and any solution you have found that works. Like I said, yeah, I would wear himar out. I have no problem wearing himar out. I just don't right now because it's not super practical with children. But I wear it online because I feel like I need to be at my most modest online, because obviously things can be saved and it's more public than just like going outside of your house, in which case I do my best, but it's not necessarily like this.